What if that day comes? What becomes boring? What becomes useless? What becomes a waste of time? What happens to life? What happens to ambition? What happens to you know what I'm saying? What happens
if AI does everything? Then we all go to the beach and play.
What a boring life!
No, you can still write books. You can still do things. You
Whatever
can still is AI going to do this podcast? No, AI is not going to be you.
I think a natural question would be what everyone asks is like, are robots and computers and technology ever going to replace humans?
They already have. How many farmers did we need 100 years ago to produce the crops that they did relative to today? You can go your whole life living in a city and never even meet a farmer. Yet most people in the 1800s had a profession that was somewhere involved in the farming or the food production industry. So, machines are doing that. Machines are doing the irrigation, talking to satellites that measure the moisture content of soil, knowing when to irrigate. We have machines machines are doing everything. This is not some new weird thing. With every next wave, you'll lose some jobs. There are no buggy whip manufacturers today. No, there's not. Take a look at a phone. I did this growing up, the Yellow Pages. I looked at the Yellow Page. I used to keep them for every 5 years. You look at them, and I'm old enough to remember, in 1965, 1970, 1975, 1980. As we entered the 80s, computing companies started showing up relative to other companies that were disappearing from the Yellow Pages. And how many people are employed in IT when that number 40 years ago was zero? So I don't lament the loss of jobs, but you have to be flexible enough to move with that ascending frontier of science and technology and civilization, and who's getting paid to do what. If you're a parent, 20 years ago, the kid says, "I want to be a YouTube influencer." You say, "What the hell, kid? Kid, shut up."
Yep.
Get a life, kid.
Get a life, kid. All right, now they're YouTube influencers that out-earn everybody who's walked into this building. Mm-hmm. Okay? So, and that's a job unthinkable 15 years ago, but it's a job today. So I don't lose sleep over any of this.
Are you making?
Look for other jobs that are arising. There are more jobs. Think about it. There are 330 million people in this country. And 20 years ago, there were 200 million or whatever the numbers were. The point is, all these new people who didn't exist back then have jobs today. The job market has grown in all kinds of dimensions, in all kinds of ways. Be aware of that. That's why you should never take job advice from your parents.
Why? They're stuck in the old days?
They don't have any idea what's coming around. Yeah, in the old days, you could take job advice from them because things didn't change on a time scale that would matter between high school and college. But right now, no, it's like getting car advice from your father. You would never do that.
Hear that, Mom? So are you making the case for or against Andrew Yang's famous UBI experiment?
So UBI is an interesting solution to this. If AI is making all the money, then, put it into the system. I would say that there might still be things humans figure out to do that AI doesn't really know how to do yet, and has to be trained or get better at it or whatever. So I don't know that UBI, it's an intriguing idea. It's completely intriguing. And you know what I think? AI can't build the bridge, okay? Or erect that's a long time coming before that happens. What I think we should do is we should double down on the maintenance and modernization of our infrastructure. Those are actual human jobs with tractors and, maybe AI can build a prefab home with construction bots. But unique structures that are on a hillside, those are human beings. Those are actual construction workers. Is an AI bot going to come in and fix your plumbing? I don't see that happening yet. But if you do, you got to give them a butt crack. Tape it onto the back.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.